Some of you out there are analyzing the video really carefully and saying this cannot be Ted under the control of angels or hosts, and it is. And Satan, the demons, are getting in there legally sometimes and definitely making Ted make mistakes that are obvious on purpose to try to make Ted lose credibility. You will not believe in Ted. Satan and the demons are doing everything. Those are pushing this all the way to the wall and doing everything those can to make this fail and make this flop and make Ted flop. And if Ted flops, humans, whether he flops or not, you're going to be in enormous trouble. Because Jesus, when Ted was Jesus, see, that's a little bit of a mistake. When Ted was Jesus of Nazareth, Ted is Jesus, he basically flopped at the time while he was, during the coming, the 3.5 years. And it was basically a flop. I mean, how many people were at the foot of the cross? Very few. Okay, everybody was running for cover. Everybody was hiding. Ted makes mistakes. The hosts make mistakes. When Ted was God in the past, God made mistakes. Even though God had this huge brain with trillions, see, there's another mistake. Over 1 trillion channels, okay, God made mistakes. God and the host make mistakes. God and the host did and do sin. God and the host are not perfect. God and the host are not infallible. God and the host are not, mistake-free. They do make mistakes, and they're also enormously connected out there, the hosts are, with these brains that communicate in language you don't understand because it's not a language. We communicate like in visions and in dreams. And in dreams, you have all feelings. You actually feel like you're doing that or you're experiencing that. They communicate with all feelings, all emotion, all visual. It's more vivid than in real life sometimes. And they communicate with audio visual. Sometimes we call it video. It's almost it's like a television or a movie. It's much more than surround sound and the widest 70mm screen. It's much more experienced than that. They have enormous communication abilities, but their brains are limited to how much they can do. They have this big network going on out there, and they get distracted because they can only put their CPU is a limit. There's a limit. They hit the limit all the time, and some of the top angels are constantly hitting the limit on what they can actually concentrate on. Therefore, there's concentration here, there's concentration there, there's concentration here and there. That's why sometimes when you pray for angels to help you, they have to fly, and flying is a metaphor for spiritually coming over there to help you. They have to all of a sudden concentrate, pay attention to help you. That's what that's about.